Can you all hear me? Here we go with this again, right? I take it you all can hear me, right? Send me some hearts or something. Let me know. I was trying to work out some things, and next thing I know, again, I saw names popping up. Um, so as you can see, I've added an avatar. So I'm trying to work out this StreamYard. How's everybody doing? Oh, and before I say anything else, happy birthday, Church Nelly. Church Nelly has turned 50 today. Oh, I wonder what happened if I press this. Oh, that's how you do that. Okay, you push that and it comes up at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Well, happy birthday, Church Nelly, and many happy returns of the day. Now, once again, I was not planning to go live. I was merely trying to work out some stuff with the StreamYard, and by mistake, I did this again. So, anyway, we're live. And while I'm saying this, I wanted to, what I was trying to work out is how to bring up stuff on the screen while I'm talking. And I still don't know how to do that, but I'll work that out later. But I did watch the rest of the part 2 of The Two Princes, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it. You know, I think that as squatties, we are so thirsty for anything or something to validate our feelings and something to explain or to help convey the Sussex side of the story. And I just don't think it was enough of it. I felt like the lawyer, I think she was very strong in her convictions, and she definitely said a lot of things that I wanted to hear her say, but I just don't think it had enough punch. I don't think it had enough punch. It was not the ending that I hoped it would be. So I feel rather let down by it. So I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I watched it, and like the entire time I watched it, my foot was just like tapping the floor in frustration. So um that's what I got out of it. I feel like it was a bit of a hatchet job on the Sussexes. It made them look like they were desperate, and like I guess in the other documentary, it just seemed like, let's see, the commentator just didn't ask the oh, hold on, this thing is moving. Let me see if I can try to find it. Oh, where did it go? The punch will be that it will always be a documented. Yeah, that's true, Angela. That's very true. Nothing good ever comes from the cesspool. I agree with that, Joyce. Um, yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Yes, Vivian. I won't say that, but I feel it. Hi, Duchess of Success. I am so sorry. It wasn't my intention to go live. I know you just uploaded a video, and everybody, please, after this, go to Duchess of Success and watch her video. She hit on some really great points, and I was actually trying to experiment with this live, and next thing I know, um, things started popping up, and here I am. So I didn't want to be rude and not talk. Hey, Ethan's husband or husband. I guess I can call you my husband. Black Queen, hi. Helene. Helene, how are you? Helene and I are going to do something together in the near future. Um, and I guess you can see by my ability to organize that the future may be much further away. Wow, we got 151 people in here. Fancy Fancy was the first to um, chime in to go to the comments. That was my first surprise. No, it wasn't Fancy Fancy. It was Robert something. Robert was the first one. Robert Collins, who is in Abruzzo, Italy. Italy, is that right? That sounds like it's in the south. Hey, Connie. Connie, today is Church Nellie's birthday. Okay, wow, these are coming up fast. I don't know how to slow them down either. So this is really going to be interesting. Hi, everyone. Louise Doyle's from Jamaica. Hi, Louise. Did I say your name right? Gosh, this is moving fast. I wonder how you slow this down. Oh, wow. Okay, okay. This is going fast and I don't know how to slow it down. Um, Let me see if I do this. Okay, I'll worry about that later. Hello, everyone. Church Nelly, aka Menopausal Moonshine Mini. Now you said moonshine first this time. Hey, cookies and cream. Oh, so cool. I love this. Yeah, you guys, I had to get a StreamYard account. I realized that some of the things that I wanted to do, of course, I was not able to do it without the StreamYard, so I just had to get a StreamYard account. So believe me, by this time next week, I am going to be totally professional. Okay, by this time next week, I'll be better, but I won't say professional just yet. Uh, Baron, tomorrow is my birthday. Well, happy pre birthday, Vivian Ciani. Is that right? Is that Italian? Vivian Ciani. I love that. I have to tell you, my favorite Italian name is Alessandro, as in Alessandro de Medici. B10 Pow, hey, how are you? We are having fun. Oh, B10, I'm so sorry. Okay, with you, Baron. Okay, this thing is moving kind of fast. I wonder how they slow that down. Um, okay, can't worry about it now. But yeah, so as I was saying about the two princes, yeah, as you see, I made a meme. I got inspired and I made a meme that featured Joan Crawford in the movie. Oh gosh, what was the name of the movie? Um, oh, and I just Straight Jacket. That was from the movie Straight Jacket. And if I sound kind of like unprofessional, I mean, I don't mean unprofessional, but I'm not on my good mic right now. I'm on my laptop, so it's not the best mic. So you get to hear every grunt, groan, sigh. You're going to hear all kind of bodily functions coming out of me, and there's nothing more degrading than those sounds of bodily functions from an overcaffeinated chubby baby boomer. Nothing is less appealing. So aside from that, I owe an apology to Edith. Yesterday, Edith was explaining something to me, and I don't think Edith is on right now, but I owe her an apology. I was trying to respond to her with my iPhone, and it did not go well. It seemed like I was angry with her when I was not, but I was trying to explain some things about yesterday's video, which I think like half of you hated, but it's okay. I happen to be a huge fan of Jeremy Irons, and I guess it is possible to see what he said as being a bit of a self promotional thing for his movie, but I thought it was a thought provoking video, but that's not always going to work out. And if you didn't see yesterday's video, it was, of course, in reference to the relation between like a wealthy, prosperous family with an overblown sense of self-importance. Not the Windsors, of course, but actually that did remind me very much of them. But I do get it, you guys. So anyway, Edith, please accept my humble apology. Anyway, we did talk last night, so we're cool. Happy birthday, Church Nelly, again and again. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Hey, Kenether? Kenether? Yeah, got that right. So, you guys, I didn't prepare anything because I didn't think I would be live right now. So, this is another one of my train wrecks. But Donald Trump said some things about the Duchess of Sussex that, of course, you know, Donald Trump is just trying to distract from the fact that I think that he was possibly mentioned as one of the people on the Lolita Express. Did you guys hear that? So I think that that's probably why Donald Trump decided. And anytime his back is against the wall, he seems to want to invoke the name of Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. It wasn't right of her to use her title and all that kind of stuff, but he really needs to get over himself. Church Nelly, you have taken over my live chat with your birthday. So I think to celebrate, you need to go out to your steel and get some of those old 3X jugs and start sending us some samples. So that's the only way to justify this. But we do wish Church Nelly a happy birthday. As you guys know, Church Nelly is a very important moderator who helps keep Royal Sussex free of the riffraff. Any more questions, you guys? Trump who? I know that's right. Who cares about that pathetic little man? Well, actually, he's huge. It's his hands that are small. Big ego, small hands. Let me see what else. Turkey Trump, I agree. Baron, I am impressed that you have pronounced my name correctly. Oh, thank you. Well, you know what? A lot of times over my lifetime, I cannot tell you how many times I have been Byron, Brian, Bryant, Darren. I mean, I never expect anybody to get it right. And when people do, I mean, people that I have worked with for years, every day they call me Byron, and I just don't correct them. Like when I was in high school, I was in class with a Aaron, Baron, Darren, and Sharon. And in sync, we all would answer at the same time. Hi, Baron. This is Afro Annie from Pennsylvania. Hey, Afro Annie. Can I call you Afro? What do you guys think of Chris Cuomo? Chris Cuomo is in a lot of trouble right now. Apparently, I don't know the full story, but I think Chris Cuomo tried to help his brother. And by being his brother's keeper, now he's suspended from work, I heard. Yeah. And you know what? I just saw a picture of the two of them together. I cannot believe he's actually shorter than Governor Cuomo. I just, for some reason, I didn't know he was that short. Hey, Baron. Okay, Byron. Yeah, please call me Byron. If you call me Baron, I'll get all confused. William was petting goats, apparently. You guys, Duchess of Success has been on fire. When when I get through watching her podcast, I'm just like ready to cuss somebody out. I'm just like, yeah, yeah. He better look for a new job. They are on him. Yeah, I know. You know, that's too bad. But really, I mean, his brother's the governor. He should have just stayed out of it. And he's a lawyer. He should have known better. But yeah, that's really too bad. I like Chris Cuomo, but you know, um, let's face it, he just kind of stepped in at that time. I saw that pic of Cuomo brother, and I thought the situation was pushed under the rug. That's what I thought. So why was William upset? Good afternoon, Baron and the squatties. God bless you. Hey, Jacqueline. Squash. Bless the day the Lord has made. I'd say amen. Duchess of Success was on fire today, right? And Duchess of Success, please throw your link on here so they'll know where to find you. Let me see. Hi, Baron. I looked at my birth papers and my name is actually Sony. Is that right? Sony Joyous birthday church. Oh, happy birthday, church. Joyous birthday, church, Nelly. Yeah. You know, I'm getting so old. My birth certificate is like on parchment paper. My birth certificate is on such a fragile document because of my advanced age. I swear they should just keep it in the Smithsonian. You have to put on gloves to look at my birth certificate. That's how old I'm getting. And I hate to tell you this, but the truth is, my birth certificate is not even in English. They used an ancient language called Aramaic. That's what they use for that birth certificate of mine. I mean, I'm just I am aging about as well as a beach blanket bingo movie. Let's see. Comments are going fast. Hi, Baron. I looked at oh, okay. I saw that one already. I'm rolling them back right now, trying to see what I missed. Baron, I thought your birth certificate was on it is on a scroll. It's on one of the Dead Sea Scrolls. And there's another copy of my birth certificate that was lost in the fire of the Great Library of Alexandria. Well, thank you, Lydia. But the truth is, I'm starting to have gray hairs come out of my nose. That is always alarming. I can't even mention the other places where gray hair is coming from. Not in mixed company, anyway. Hey, Lorna. Astrude Renard. I like that. Good evening to you, too. And remember the decision about Meghan at 10 tomorrow. The decision. Is that a court decision you're mentioning, Dolores? I didn't know anything about that. I'm going to mute this for 1 second. It's something about the live stream that makes my nose run. Give me 1 second. I am back, you guys. Something about the live stream makes my nose run. William showed love only after only for him. Oh God, where did it go? Only for himself. Oh, that's what I can do. I forgot I can put this on the screen. William showed love only for himself. William throws his mother under the bus and ran off. Yeah, you know, that whole thing to me, it's just like William was calling his mother crazy and that she was delusional in so many words. Okay, there we go. I just remembered I could do this. I can put these on the screen. Andrew is Chris Cuomo's brother. He had to try helping his brother. I don't care what he did. Nothing amounts to the thug GOP are doing to destroy him. Yeah, the GOP is after him. But you know what they say? Never give somebody a stick to hit you in your head with. Meaning that if you can't trust someone, don't let them hold the stick. Let me see. You said my name. Wow. Of course I did. This does work live chats. Love your humor. My husband and I laugh all the time when we listen to you. Well, if you're laughing listening to me, you ought to take a good look at me. That ought to be worth a laugh. Let me see. Hey, everyone, what's left over from Thanksgiving in your refrigerator? Sonia, what's left over in your refrigerator? Oh, okay. Let me put it up for everybody to see. There you go. Gray hair replacements. Too much info. Byron. Okay, you know what? Just for that, you guys, I'm going to start talking about Europe. My way of getting even with people is to talk about my trip to Europe or my trips to Europe, which of course requires everyone to give me some eye roll emojis. Yeah, one of my favorite things is I love talking about my trips to Europe. Um, okay, Baron, we are coming to you for Christmas dinner. Okay, it's potluck. It is potluck. Yeah, let me see what I missed. Let's see. He said Diana killed herself. That's what William said about his own mother. What love. Yeah, William is drinking the Kool-Aid. He's drinking the Kool-Aid. Okay, I got some eye rolls. Perfect. So, as I mentioned, I have been to Europe before. Yes, Helene, Europe is great. You know, Europe to me is like a storybook. Okay, when full disclosure, when I watched the movie Spider-Man Far From Home, um, the person I was watching it with told me, "Have you been there before?" I said, "Yeah." "Have you been there before?" I said, "Yeah." And then I told him, I said, "It'd be so much easier if I just tell you the places I haven't been instead of telling you the places that I have been." So that was a proud moment for me was when I realized I've been to all of the cities that was featured on Spider-Man Far From Home. Good eye roll, Marsha. Good eye roll. I can feel my ocular nerves straining just looking at that. Okay, Donald Trump's words about Meghan only really matter to a handful of racists. Very true. Um, Hi, Geraldine Terry. Church Nelly. Let's see. Margaret, please. There we go. Don't insult Kool-Aid. Is that what you're calling it now, Church Nelly? Kool-Aid? Nobody's gonna come after your steal. We don't even know what part of the backwoods you hide it. Uh Ooh, that's a big word. Not hieroglyphics. Okay, got it. Oh, so that you're talking about that other birth certificate of mine. It's like the US Constitution. There are several copies of it. Uh Oh yeah, there is something new from here. Harry was speaking about AIDS and COVID-19 today. I didn't see it yet, so I was busy trying to work out this live stream. Let's see. Baron, did you go shopping or sightseeing in Portobello Market whilst in London? You know, um, I believe I went to the Portobello Market once when I was in London, but I don't remember which trip it was. And I'm not sure if I went to that exact market. I went to one of those markets where they had the flower vendors and they were selling all kind of stuff like cheese and everything, but I just don't remember. Let's see. Insightful, informative, and so hairy. Yeah, Harry is super intelligent. I'm always impressed with him. Uh, what's that? I read it. Prince Harry is such a humanitarian. He is. I mean, you gotta love Prince Harry. He's so well-rounded. I can't get what you said out of my mind. Did I miss something? And let's see. You guys, I wish I would have been better prepared for this. This is like the second time I was like trying to sort through the technology and ended up online. I laugh so hard every time you show Anne, Camilla, and any of them. Camilla is one of my favorites, Camilla, Queen of the Desert. And one of the squatties wrote in the comment, do they not have any moisturizer in the United Kingdom or something like that? It really does make one wonder. Anastasia Isabella laugh out. Oh, Anastasia's on here? Where is she? I didn't even see her. Okay. Petticoat Lane Market. Yeah, it may very. I love Camden Market. Camden Market is so cool. I love that area. But the place that really impressed me was Edinburgh, Scotland. Edinburgh was absolutely, it's so goth and so old and so storybook. Going up and down those, I guess they call it a close. And if you don't know what a close is, the close is like a alley, as we would call it in the US, but it also has stairs. But if I know the history of Edinburgh, I think they had a river that they like drain the river or whatever or close the river. And so there are bridges that cross from the old town to the new town. And to get down to those lower levels, you got to go down the close, which looks like some kind of alleyway. So weird. But it just looks like a place where vampires live. So if you're into like goth and stuff like that, you would love Edinburgh. Today is a good day to watch Harry in Africa on YouTube. It really shows his love for Lesotho and the work he does for orphans with HIV. Great observation, Helene. You're absolutely right. Hi, Baron. How are you? I am very well. I'm very well. I'm having fun with this. This is like my new toy. No dentists or moisturizers. And this is something else that's cool. I can change the avatar. Let's go to young, beautiful Baron. This was a while ago. God, I look cute. God, I look cute. Yes, that's young, beautiful Baron. I really want to ask me out. That's how cute I look there. You know what they say, a thing of beauty is a joy until sunrise. Nah, tiny bottle to flavor your water. Okay. Oh, thank you, Duchess of Success. Yeah, I tell you, I want to go back in time and meet that Baron. That was what I was doing earlier with the avatar. And this is a photo that I have taken in London. I saw they had a train station for me, Baron's Court. And then another avatar. This is an illustration that a friend made of my face years ago. And this was the avatar I was going to use. This is for those days like when I'm having a bad avatar day. Let's see. Harry is, oh, let's put it up for everyone. Harry is authentic. His so called family sat back as the media shaped a false narrative that he wasn't smart, but now the truth is out. Yes, absolutely, Marcia. Have you noticed that YouTube has changed their interface to hide the dislikes? I heard that with they said they were somebody manipulated the likes and dislikes with Meghan reading the bench. At the age of these men talking about Meghan, no one cares what these bimbos have to say. Agreed. Let's see. Rosa Roberts. Hello, Church Nelly, Myra. Okay. Welcome, Rosa. Pierce Maggot. Living her best life in the U.S., her husband and children, on royal family. Okay, I think we're all caught up. Starting January 5th, YouTube will make changes. I like this better. We don't care who dislikes it. Glad they hide it for now. Now, for the likes and dislikes, I know Meghan was saying that Instagram doesn't give you the opportunity to dislike. And if I remember, she said that that was driving the amount of comments because people didn't have a chance to just spontaneously dislike something. Really? I haven't noticed that. Um, I noticed that on my channel, the dislikes okay, okay, okay. I think I know what you're talking about because I was expecting to see dislikes for quite a few videos. As you know, sometimes when I upload a video, I don't even get a chance to get through the countdown before I got like 5 dislikes, which kind of turns me on in a weird way. But sometimes my videos don't even upload before I get a bunch of dislikes. So, uh, okay. Meghan will win. Of course she will. YouTube is hiding dislikes because videos featuring politicians are getting so many dislikes. I consider it censorship. You are absolutely right. Good evening, all. Oh, you mean Rosa, the singer Maxwell is in court? Oh, Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah, you're right. Oh, listen to me showing my age, the singer Maxwell. I told you guys I've been around for a while. I'm thinking about the singer Maxwell. Somebody's watching me. Uh, oh, what do you guys think about the tribute that they had at the Parthenon in Paris for Josephine Baker? Josephine Baker. What do you guys think about that? Now, apparently, they wanted to bury her or rebury her at the Parthenon, but the family wants her to stay in Monaco. So for now, she's in Monaco. And so the whole ceremony, I hope I'm not ruining this for everyone, but yesterday the ceremony was with a symbolic coffin. So um, that was kind of weird, but I think it was great that they recognized Josephine Baker as a national hero. Unroyal family doesn't realize how disgustingly racist they look. The bad thing is not only do they not care how racist they look, I mean they don't seem to care how racist they look, I'm trying to say. Um Uh, okay. You make me think of Lucy and Ethel working the chocolate conveyor. I exactly. Me trying to read these comments is like Lucy and Ethel working in that chocolate factory. I wish someone else would have spoke, but I was glad they honored her. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what, no matter how long Josephine Baker lived, she never could have gone through as much makeup as Macron. They said Macron has his own makeup artist that follows him everywhere. He's obsessed with makeup. He's a real cover girl. Surprised but fitting tribute to Josephine Baker. Said the coffin had dirt from 3 countries. Okay, okay, I like that. You know, one of my favorite people from history is Gilbert Lafayette. And Lafayette, if you guys have ever spent some time in the US or if you're from the US, so many towns and parks are named for Lafayette because he was a hero during the Revolutionary War. And Lafayette actually instructed his son to gather some dirt on his last trip around the US 50 years after the American Revolution. They gathered some soil and put it in a box. And he said, "Father, why do you want this?" He said, "Because when I die, I may be buried in France, but I will be buried in American soil." So I thought that was a very touching tribute for his time as a hero during the Revolutionary War. And of course, he was against slavery. And he's one of those people, you know how the French love and hate everything at the it's like one minute someone is a hero, and then sometimes later on things kind of change a bit. And I think that's what happened with Lafayette is that one day he was a hero, and then he was an enemy, and then he was a hero again. So I like to think of him in heroic terms. Thanks, Lydia. Trying to remember. If you guys get a chance, please look up Gilbert Lafayette. The royal family has lost their mystique. Yes, they have, and they are all tarnished. I don't know who the woman in the car with Sonia. You know, I'm trying not to laugh so much because I got work to do, and you're making me think of that face that William made in the back of that car. Oh, did that face looked like somebody walked in on him while he was on the toilet, doesn't it? It seems like William was sitting on the loo, and next thing you know, the door burst open, and then he just looked like, ugh. So thank you, Sonia. You have given me a visionary. Gosh, I wish I was able to throw photos up, but I don't know how to do that just yet. So we could all look at that picture and have a good laugh. So, boy, I tell you, sometimes the things that go through my mind. William sitting on a loo and the door burst open. That's the look he gave us. Okay, the derangers have infiltrated social media to manipulate what's real when it comes to Meghan. More than half of their comments don't make sense. And that's why we blocked them from Royal Sussex. I love when the derangers say, "I know you're going to block my comment anyway." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm so glad you know that I'm about to block you, but go ahead, get it out." Trying to use reverse psychology on me. Anybody who know me or spend enough time knows psychology doesn't work on me. What else we got here? He was so happy Kate wasn't there. Of course he was. Oh, I didn't Letitia? Letitia? Am I pronouncing that right? Letitia Malone? Letitia Malone. I like that. Oh, thank you, Shay. Now I am Sir Baron. I have been knighted. Guilt was all over his face. Yeah, it was. Oh boy, I bet you he was incontinent with rage. That's why he looked like he was on the toilet, because he was incontinent with rage. John's line of rodents. This has been edited down because, yeah, I did not like that. I thought it was such a waste of time, the whole thing. I watched the first part and I'm like, okay, this has some possibilities. And then by the second part, it was just like a big fat nothing burger. Audrey, thank you, Audrey Tessner. There we go. Okay, let's see. Did I miss anything? Oh, yeah, I am way behind. Okay. Was no security guard. Yeah. They all seem to have that look on their faces. Kate, the queen consort. And you guys, I don't want to start any type of conspiracies or anything, but I have to say this. I just think that somehow they figure they are going to shame and embarrass Charles to either bypass the throne or just, spend very little time on the throne. Because just think about this. Kate is 39 years old, even though she looks older, right? And then I don't know how old Carol Middleton is, but with all of the work that Carol Middleton has committed to getting Kate in that family, do you think she wants to wait until she's possibly 85 years old to go to a coronation? I don't know what the life expectancy is for a Middleton, but who would want to risk that? Who would want to risk going through all that trouble and being 85 years old by the time your daughter is crowned the queen consort? I don't think she has that patience. So I'm not saying that there's anything, you know what I'm trying not to say. So I'm just saying, to me, if there was anybody interested in making sure Charles spends as little time on the throne as possible, I would have to say it's that Carol Middleton. Okay, must have been asked for that type of reaction. So, what do you guys think of my theory? The new mantra is skip. Oh, I just lost it. There it is. The new mantra is skip William and go to George. George couldn't do any worse. He couldn't do any worse. Ruth. Hi, Ruth. Or is it Ruthie? Hi, Ruth. The Brits are not all on board with Camilla. Yeah. I would like to say, you know how they say she has aged before our eyes? I don't know how. Okay, I got to stop. It's not about Carol or even Kate, and if they overstep too much, they both will both not see a coronation. Yeah, there is I don't know. It seems like that Kensington Palace and Clarence House are at war because Charles was embarrassed with those headlines when he was on his way to Barbados. Serendipity? I don't think so. I mean, how did that happen like that? But I think, as they say, the calls are coming from inside of the palace. They embarrassed Charles. Oh, this looks like a good one. What did I just miss? Oh, they don't mind putting a racist on the throne. Yeah. I think that the embarrassment Charles may face will be a combination of things, but it wouldn't be the first time that they discouraged someone and got them off of the throne. I guess this would be a second time, but I think it's possible. So if you see someone pushing one of those, if you see someone at William's coronation pushing one of those little airline carts down the aisle and serving drinks, that'll be Carol Middleton. Not to disparage the flight attendants, but or air hostesses, but yeah, Carol will have to wait. Charles has been waiting to become king. You know, um, I I would say that makes a lot of sense. I mean, why would Charles step down? At that point, he would hold all the cards, but you never know what they could possibly use against him that would make him want to take a step back from it. Only they know. Yeah. All Brits have never been on board with Camilla, Queen of the Desert. That's my little word play on Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I'm now looking forward to the next coronation. I won't forget how people reacted to Philip's passing. Or was it the lack of reaction? Is that what you're speaking about? The lack of reaction? Because they were trying to drum up this big national day of mourning. They thought people were going to pour into the streets like they did with Princess Diana, and it just didn't happen. I mean, I know with the COVID restrictions, it wasn't likely to happen anyway, but I don't think most people were so bothered by it. It was like, oh, yeah, bank holiday. Thank you. No moisturizer can help. Yes, Kate wore that white dress to the wedding. It was a very subtle dig. That was that was unforgivable. Anything that even comes close, which Kate came close enough that on camera it looked like it was white, that was really a slap in the face. Mhm. Charles cheated on Princess Diana, William allegedly, possibly on Kate. Yep. Well, it's like the old saying that how does it go? That it's an honor to lay down your wife for the king or something like that. Let's see. I think it would depend on the government and not the Middletons if Charles. Well, gosh, all I can say is Kate. Not Kate, but Carol Middleton has been quite the dream maker so far. Of course, I think the idea of being the queen consort for her daughter is more Carol's dream than it is Catherine's dream. Where would I travel if I could? Oh, did somebody just bring up Europe? Oh, okay, that's a good question. Um, where would I travel if I could? I would like to go to Iceland. I didn't get a chance to go there before everything closed down. And I was actually planning a trip to New Zealand just before the pandemic. But yeah, those are the places I would like to go. And I want to go to Africa. There are some like really beautiful cities in Africa that I want to visit. And when I was in Spain, I was so close when I was in Seville, and I was trying to at least make my way to Morocco, and it just was not possible. Oh, 100,000 complaints? Was that for the two brothers? For the two princes? Yeah, Rihanna is the first national hero after breaking the shackles of the Commonwealth. Uh, did you talk about the handwritten lawsuit for $1 million in Cali? I'm not sure I'm familiar with that. Charles will never step back from the throne. Willie better watch his step because I see some real Shakespearean stuff happening. I hope so. That would be interesting to watch anyway. Agreed. And let's see. Adulterous Charles, Mistress Camilla, Sarah Tosuck Ferguson. That's what I call her. Sarah Tosuck Ferguson. One of these days that's gonna come out wrong. Let's see. The queen hasn't taken anything from him. You know, and I think that they are really taking advantage of the fact that the queen is not hands-on right now. And I think that William is in such a strong position that he just does whatever he wants to without any regard to what Charles thinks. Yeah, Camilla wore white to Diana's wedding. I think I've actually popped that photo on a couple of videos, especially the one with the. Did you guys like the video I made with Camilla? The one with the Blue Danube. That's the name of the song, Blue Danube. I literally cried when I made that video. It was so funny. You know, it's 400, I'm sorry, 341 people watching right now. That is so cool. Thank you, you guys. This is one of the second best accidents I ever had with this StreamYard. And I promise you, this is not going to happen again where I accidentally go live. I was supposed to do private chat or something like that. I think that would have prevented this from happening. But anyway, we're here. We'll have fun with it. Like father, like son. I don't think Parliament will agree. And let's see. That old dress that Kate wore. That describes most of her wardrobe, doesn't it? That old dress. That old dress that Kate wore to the wedding at least 2 times before. Yeah. I wonder if they just don't let her spend money on clothes. I bet you the Middletons lost a lot of money with the pandemic. I wonder if they got pandemic relief. Yeah, I love Josephine Baker. They cannot deny Carol her dream. So, yes, she will push back. Yeah, you better believe she will. I mean, after all, she raised the Wisteria sisters. That was their nickname, Wisteria sisters. Uh, Never goes dark. I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't know they were that far north, but I guess that makes sense. Helene, you've been to Iceland before? Okay. I think Rihanna does have a foundation or a charity, and I think she's already doing work in Barbados, but I may be wrong. When doing the royal family's bidding. Yeah, Trump is just trying to distract from the fact that his name was brought up at the trial. I forgot what comedian said that Nigel Farage, he always looks like somebody who has just been punched in the mouth. He always has that duh. He always looks like he has just been punched in the mouth. Skip Charles in favor of William to give him leverage over Harry. Yeah, you guys, I'm glad you said that, Lee. I believe that um, if if Harry would have never left the royal family, the amount of leverage that William would have over him, and could you imagine our Duchess having her schedule, having her movements dictated to by William, by William, and of course, had they stayed in the royal family, William would have control over their purse strings. The sovereign grant that would finance so much of what the Sussexes would have been able to do, William would have had a lot of control over that. And that would have been a complete nightmare. And so when they made the decision to leave, I was actually relieved because as much as I would have loved to have stayed in the fairy tale of watching them going about their royal duties and walkabouts and such, it would have been a nightmare for Prince Harry and the Duchess of Sussex, Princess Meghan, to have to live under Prince William. And William would have controlled everything. And as you can see, the little bit of authority that he has at Kensington Palace has gone to his ever balding head. So, yeah, nightmare averted. Oh, I'm missing a bunch of comments. Why anyone would expect anything better from the BBC? Yeah, okay. As an American, I used to think the BBC was a trusted source. Now I know better. Mary Cat. Okay. Oh, thank you, April May. Thank you. Yes, and I am Baron Bryant. And don't forget Brian and Darren. I'm all of those things. I answer to all of them. um, Rosa, that half in, half out would have served the royal family in so many ways. So better to cut the apron strings and just move on. Sometimes people do us a favor and we just don't know it until. Disrespectful with that old dress. Yeah. I once ordered from the company Boomf. Are you speaking of that company? The one that's in Huckleberry or Buckleberry? They do printed marshmallows. Wasn't that like a business that James Middleton had where he did something with marshmallows? Boy, that sounds weird, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, 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 see? I just finished reading that, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I remember when I don't know if he still has that company, but, I mean, I guess that's just the invention the world was waiting for, right? Printed marshmallows? You guys, I was just reading this, travel ban is down to 86% in Britain. Um, yeah, but I tell you, I some of the most expensive rail tickets that you can get is traveling through the UK. Very expensive compared to the continent. And I went to Bath. I'd gone to York, Birmingham, um God, I went to a lot of towns, and taking the rails there was really cool. But I think that like at the time, my British Rail Pass for those little short trips was almost the same price as my rail pass that I used on the continent. And that included a couple of first class tickets and an overnight train. So yeah, UK rails are expensive. But going to those different towns, if you're traveling there, you can do like a day trip to so many places, or you could even see 2 cities in one day. It's not so difficult. And if you ever travel, to Europe, just remember that if you buy your rail pass in the States. Oh, I didn't know that I got some donations here. Thank you, B10. Look at there. And Hannah Brown. Thank you so much. I'm just talking and talking and didn't even notice. Yeah, somebody said I'm doing like Lucy and Ethel here. Yeah, nobody's buying during the pandemic. How far down am I away from these comments? Let me see if I can speed this up a little bit. Reykjavik. I love saying Reykjavik. Reparations now. You know, I have a I made a meme for my friend in Liverpool, and the meme was like the t-shirt, the guy in the t-shirt, and it says um something about I came here for vacation and I'm staying for reparations. So I think that if I ever go to Barbados, I'm going to make a t-shirt that says here for vacation, staying for reparations. I don't even know if that makes sense. Asked me about Meghan and Harry. She saw the Daily Fail article. Oh, you guys, isn't it like, do you ever like get a little tightness in your throat when somebody asks you about Meghan and Harry, especially if they ask you, like, didn't they leave because of their privacy? Oh, it just changes the whole mood, doesn't it? It's like the sky gets cloudy and then you have to try to explain they didn't say privacy. Charles, note to William, if you want to party with me, put your hands where my eyes can't see. Sonia, you're tough. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Thank you, Deborah. You guys listen to Deborah Pinky. She said, hit the like button if you haven't already. Hello, beautiful supporters in the community. Winifred, are you running for public office? You are quite the politician. Let's see. Bowing and scraping to Baltimore in jazz hands, Karen. Wow, just turning in. Does that mean, let's see, what does that mean, Betty Arthur? Just, oh, tuning in. Okay, I got it. Sorry. Total Nightmare Harry and Megan would have, oh, I'm going to do that. Yeah, cap in hand. That would be very painful to watch. And worst of worst, what if Meghan had to ever curtsy to jazz hands? I don't want to ever see that. I don't ever want to see that. If Jazz Hands was in a position where we truly respected her as a person, that she was actually earning her right to have someone curtsy in front of her, then I would say, yeah, okay, Megan, do your thing. But I just don't think she ever deserves that kind of respect. And I hope I never see that. But I would love to see Carol Middleton have to curtsy in front of Megan. I would love to see that. Okay, no wonder I didn't see Hannah and B10 because I'm like, so okay, I'm gonna go through these really fast. Okay. Mouthpiece, BBC, yes, they are. Uh-huh. I'm gonna say goodnight to the squad family. It's been oh, it's 11:45 your time, huh? Okay. Well, thank you, Audrey. Audrey's probably already gone to bed by now. By the time I got to this, um, Joan Commonwealther. Okay, I love that, Joan Commonwealther. Ladies and gentlemen, Joan Commonwealther. Okay. I'm breezing through these. Oh, this looks good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Carol Middleton, she's been planning this coup for quite some time. Never again will she have to push that trolley up the aisle of an aircraft. Why is it I can't picture Carol Middleton without one of those little airplane trolleys? I just goes to show you how wacky I am. Okay. Um I'm so sorry, Charlotte. I use the translator when I respond in the comments, but I cannot read that right now. Okay. I'm just going to go through these really fast. Let's see what this is. Many stories being had. Accidentally going live. I know. Accidentally going live once. Okay, that's an accident. Going twice, that seems rather contrived, but I promise you I didn't mean for this to happen. Daphne Barron, is snowing in Toronto. Your laughter is like the sound of the firm should wake up for it. Yeah, well, thank you, Daphne. And it's snowing in Toronto. I went to Toronto years ago and I didn't spend nearly enough time there, but I hear it's a great city. Okay, I had to mute for a second. I don't know what it is about me going live that my nose starts running. It's like there's a poltergeist or something. Megan will never curtsy to anyone again because she will never go back there. I hope she doesn't because that would make too much money for the tabloids and there would be too many people trying to do some things. So, yeah, I'm going to order some Turkish takeout. I don't think I've ever had any Turkish food before, but now you're making me hungry. Uh, Handshake is just fine. You're absolutely right. I'm okay with a handshake for the Royals. Okay, I'm all caught up. I'm all caught up. Thank goodness. There we go. I'm all caught up. Meghan and Harry got this. Of course they do. They are the most influential couple in the world. And that's why the Orange Menace decided to invoke their name because he knows that if he wants people to notice that he sat there with Nigel Farage, just drink up. Just bring up Megan. I think I was thinking about Church Nelly. Just bring up, not drink up. Okay, I just had a sip of my bottled water. Queen's Jubilee. I hope that Meghan stays home for the Jubilee. Yeah, because if Meghan goes to the Jubilee, that will almost ensure that they have an audience. Oh, did I miss this one? The diamonds were stolen during colonialism. Yes, they were. Have you guys seen that documentary about the British Museum and all of the artifacts? Like is it the Benin bronzes that belong to Nigeria, and the museum will not give them back to Nigeria? Have you guys seen that documentary? There's actually been a few of them. Julie Nicholas, thank you so much. Love your channel, Baron. Please keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is very, very sweet of you. Thank you. Bottled water, Baron, Messiah moonshine is all around. Let's see. Couldn't hide her hate. Yes, thank you again, Julie. Julie, are you new to the channel? I don't remember that name, and it just seems like it's such a cool spelling. I would remember that. There will not be a Jubilee. Joanne Baker, thank you, Joanne. Your name I remember. You've been in the comments and a subscriber for some time now. Thank you so much. And the British media thinks Meghan is coming over there for. Yeah, it gives them something to sell papers. The headlines and the articles over and over again, counting up to the day of the Jubilee, that will make them probably millions of dollars. That will make them millions of dollars. They will sell papers. They will get all kind of hits online just with this speculation. Miss Two Good Stories. Students ask Jazz. I see you guys love jazz hands. I have to tell you, I got that from what is I can't say it. Celebici. That's where I got that from. I saw that and nearly spit water when I saw that comment. It was so funny. Jazz hands. I mean, it encapsulates her personality. I've told you, I think if she ever stopped moving her hands, then she smiles. And if she smiles, then her hands don't work. I think that's how it goes. But I think that grinning and grinning and grinning, I think that's a tick. It's like some kind of coping mechanism that she's developed over the years. Yeah, they couldn't lay a reef. That wasn't that petty. I mean, stuff like that just makes me so angry. That makes me so angry. I was so outraged by that. The British colonizer. Oh, there we go. I'll put it up here for everybody. Yeah, the whole reason why India had any type of railroad infrastructure was not for the people, it was to deplete the wealth from India. That's the only reason why the colonizers developed their railroad, was to get the wealth out of there as quickly as possible. And a grin, 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 grin. The first time I made a video when I mentioned grin, 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 I thought that was so funny. You guys have no idea. Sometimes I laugh when I'm making the videos. And when I made the one about Camilla's garden, I wept. I wept. I wept like a newborn baby. I was in tears. Yes, proven liars. Yeah. Yep, exactly. Really? Julie, I didn't know that. My first time commenting, though. Well, you made quite a splash with that donation. That should be everybody's first comment. Hello. If everybody commented like that, I would have that new Tesla uh S Plaid. Oh, I love that car. I would have that new Tesla if everybody commented like that. Missy, well, we're missing you already. Good night, Missy M. Sweet dreams. Yes, I love them too, Dabby Dragon. Cape Town, South Africa. I hope I can make it there one of these days. Everybody's saying goodnight to you, Missy. Sweet dreams. January 2022. Oh, let me put it up here. Also, Virginia is having a case. I thought that Virginia, is it Guffey? I thought she was eliminated from this case and that was the end of it. But she has I guess she's suing for damages. So they won't. Yeah, okay, you're right. You're right. Okay. Cut all ties with the Sinister family. Yeah, I think time will take care of that. Time will definitely take care of that because if you guys remember, Prince Philip actually retired from public life at 95 years old, only making the rare odd appearance. The Queen is 95, so it's time. She should just step back from public service, let Charles and Camilla, Queen of the Desert, his emotional support, Camilla, let the two of them do the things, and she just chill. She's got several homes that she can sit around and think of stuff to say. Okay. I hope people see that William is doing what William is doing to Harry is what Charles did to Diana. It absolutely is. Is history repeating? Sister-in-law, as Princess Anne made Diana's life pure misery. Yeah, poor Diana. And to think that she really didn't have many people she could turn to because anybody in the aristocracy would always side with Charles. Oh, I love Ivy. Hello, Ivy here. I love Ivy. Ivy makes me that much more intelligent anytime I watch her podcast. Martin Luther Cambridge and Coretta Scott Queen. Don't you love that? um, yeah. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I think a lot of things is stuck in a time warp because until the queen goes to join Philip, there won't be a lot of changes. And yes, they need to shut down Buckingham Palace. What is it, 775 rooms of what? That should be a museum. They should just shut it down and they should let people hold banquets, get married there. I think all of those things would be appropriate for Buckingham Palace. But it's just a huge waste of space. And how many more years will you maintain all of that with underpaid staff? Yeah, just turn it into a museum. Oh, Mary, we're glad you're here. We're glad you're here. That's what really matters. We're glad you're here. Uh, Queen Victoria's grandmother, which Queen Elizabeth's great 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 grandmother. Yeah, Charlotte, Queen Charlotte. She was a very intelligent woman, and I believe that she once was quoted that if it wasn't for her circumstances, she could have done some really great things in life. But it just didn't pay for women of that age to have a curious mind or to display any intelligence. But in spite of that, she did make She was a botanist, right? She discovered, was it not Chopin, Mozart. She discovered Mozart. She presented Mozart to the royal courts of Europe or whatever. Uh, so tomorrow is the day, is that right? Um, I'm gonna try to decipher this. I love Mickey and he love one. Okay, I think I got that right. I pray blessings. Okay, there we go for everyone. Amen. Amen. Alita Portress. Amen. Yeah, 2022 for the royal family. If it's true that William and Charles are going to war with each other, it will be interesting for us to watch. And I hope they leave the Sussexes out of it. But yeah, I think that if things get really heavy, they'll try to use Harry and Meghan as a distraction. But um, who knows what's going to happen with the Queen? They're saying that we may not see her until January or February. So yeah, 2022 may be an interesting year. I have to tell you, I have a friend that passed away November of 2020, and he was in his 70s. And I told him, I said, we may never live to see a coronation. And I remember when I had said to him, like maybe 5 years before that, he was like, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "Well, if the Queen Mother lived to be 101, what if she lives to be 110?" I think there was a woman named Grace Jones, and this is a pensioner, Grace Jones, who lived to be 116 years old. And she was from the UK. She lived to be 116. Could you imagine if the Queen lives to be 116? That means no coronation until she goes to her glory. There will be no coronation. Um, Jane mentioned Andrew and Bill Clinton were there. She was 14 years old. Did that just come out in the news or was that yesterday? That is horrible. The Queen's ego won't let her retire. Well, I think she's kind of semi-retired. Um, but she just won't relinquish the title to Charles. Kate's scientific fashions. I'm telling y'all, Kate is turning into Maud. She's turning into Maud. Okay. Last 7 decades. Yeah. Yeah, Lizzie really has a life, doesn't she? It's really not a lot for her to do. And when people say she's in excellent health for a woman her age, she better be. At 68 million pounds a year of sovereign grant, she better be in good health. Yeah, do you think that the Queen is somehow conspiring to help William get to the throne before Charles can? Do you think there's any possibility of that? That the Queen sees the writing on the wall, like Charles is going to be such a disaster that she'd rather have William? Do you guys see that as a possibility? Oh, they're trying to blame the Sussexes for that. Not the fact that her son has her up late at night digging some escape tunnel or shredding documents or whatever. Yeah. Try to blame it on the Sussexes. How many times did we hear that? Oh, the Queen is 94 and Philip's in hospital. How could they do that? The Queen is 94 and Philip's in hospital. Now is the Queen is 95 and Philip just died. I never seen the Queen look happier than the passing of Philip. She was calling up her bookies. She was at Royal Ascot. She may have even gone to a casino or off-track betting or something like that. I think she's doing okay for somebody who's just recently widowed. Okay, let me get caught up again here. Okay. Oh, she hated her so much, she hosted Charles and Camilla at her house. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of Charles' friends and such. Charles had a whole network of places where he could take Camilla. Except for the Westminster Kennel Show, for obvious reasons, it wasn't a good idea to take her there. It's just that the other that is so bad, but it's just the other dogs would get so agitated, so Oh, that is so bad. Yes, I am grinning and grinning and grinning. Incandescent with rage has become a meme, and it should be. Incandescent with rage. I think in the dictionary that should mean trying to big up a very insignificant person and make him seem more relevant. I know I love Ivy. Hello, Ivy here. You know, sometimes I cannot stop saying that. I mean, I can be anywhere and hello, Ivy's here. Ivy here. Okay, catching up, catching up. Uh Le Grand Mère de la Reine, Victoria, et, boy, French is tough, isn't it? Thank you, Charlotte B. Whatever you said, I'm sure it was hitting on something. But I tried to learn French and I did not get very far. The only thing I could say in French was la petite appartement. La petite appartement. And for some reason, when I was in Paris, people kept saying to me, s'il vous plaît, silence. What? S'il vous plaît, silence. And I found out that that was silence, please. Victoria and Albert. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Albert and Victoria, they were cousins also, right? Albert and Victoria? Okay. Didn't know Anne May Diana knew about Chuck and Cam. Yeah. If the Cambridges come to America, I'm telling you, I'm getting my cardboard sign ready. I'm not saying what the message will say, but I'm going to have a cardboard sign and I am just going to stand out there and greet them. But totally intend to greet them. So BetterUp's value is 4.7 billion next stock market for public option, and our boy Harry's IPO will make him millions. I hope so. I want Harry and Meghan to buy their second and third property. So when the Daily Mail decides they want to tell us how many bathrooms they have and how much their house costs, I want them to have a whole laundry list, a whole portfolio of properties. Oh, thank you, Conda Morgan. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Uh-huh. Okay, catching up, catching up. Afro Annie is the only person in the family that has clothes that is older than Kate's. Okay. Okay, how to keep on going? Elizabeth has no one, Baron. Yeah. One interesting story I heard about the Queen is that a lot of times she likes to sneak up on the workers at the Windsor Castle or even at Buckingham Palace sometimes, that she likes to mix it in with the people as though she's just another person there at the palace, and only for them to realize that the Queen is standing next to them. I think she gets a kick out of that. So that's probably what she fills her days with now. I wonder what life must really be like for her from one day to the next. My grandmother lived till 106 and she could have been still ticking away, but due to the fall down, yeah. It's something about that fall later in life that is like an indicator. You know, when the Queen was in Scotland, I thought she was literally gonna fall. And I think that if she wants to, I guess, maintain her mystique, it's better to just retreat from the public, and do like FDR, only do things where you're seated or whatever. But it's time for her to take a back seat because she's going to fall in public. And while I have less sympathy for her today than I had, say, a few years ago, I would hate to see her take a tumble. That would be really, really difficult for people. So I think she just needs to sit down somewhere. Good God Almighty, is that real? Claudia, what are you doing? Thank you so much. You're going to have me crying like a rat eating onions. Thank you so much. I'm totally blown away by that. I should have accidents like this more often. I was not expecting to even be on here, let alone this. I was trying to prep for Sunday. Thank you. I'm very, very touched. And that much closer to my to, to my Tesla S plaid, whatever that model is, my Tesla Model S plaid. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that though. Thank you. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say, but thank you. Uh yeah, again, thank you. 86 pound million annual. 86, 86, and that doesn't include the cost of security, right? That does not include the cost of security. I think Scotland Yard said they will, or is it the Metropolitan Police? I believe they said they will never discuss that for security purposes, but I don't think that covers all their security. Yes, Charlotte. Um, I think you just said William is an idiot and Kate is a retrobate, a deviant. I can't translate that. Uh, but I think I got idiot. I'm happy with that if you are referring to William. The only thing I ever want to know from another language is all the curse words and insults. Everything else, I'll pick that up later. Yes, this is a first. This is a first. Again, thank you so much. I mean, that's epic, Claudia. That is really epic. Oh, okay. You guys, I got to stop. Otherwise, I'm going to get emotional. But that is ah, very epic. It is. Thank you. Okay. I wonder if Kate is giving up. Alexander McQueen? Nope. Yeah, Alexander McQueen is gone to another place, but Kate's fashions will be here for a long time. I hope she wears that outfit for Meghan's wedding. I hope she wears that for the coronation. Although something tells me Kate Middleton has a coronation gown already, and I'm sure Carol Middleton has probably spared no expense to make sure that Kate has exactly what she wants her to wear. Oh, thank you, Lydia. Thank you. You know, back in April when I first started this channel, nothing in the world. Well, actually, I started the channel April of the year before, or was it May the year before? And then I had like 2 videos for like one whole year. And those videos are still there. They're awful to look at, but you're welcome to see them. And then in April the 15th, that's when I decided, okay, I got to do something with this channel. And of course, for that whole year in between, I couldn't focus, I couldn't concentrate. I was too caught up in the national election. And I guess you guys probably had similar feelings about things. And it was just hard to function with the election and then the pandemic. And, you know, when the last president got there, something, just like with the second Bush, you knew something horrific was going to happen, and we would see how unprepared the leadership was at that time. And that's exactly what happened. Excuse me. But at least the first or second Bush had some type of empathy. Let me see. I believe they don't want Prince Harry's children to have a title. Again, if William gets there first, that's all I'm going to say about that. If William gets there first, yep, she's assisting William by not relinquishing the crown to Charles. Yes, yes, yes. I think the Queen is not very interested in Charles. I think the Queen is still holding a grudge about Camilla. And even though she's acting pleasant with Camilla in public, I think the Queen is secretly rallying support for William. Also cousins. Yes, they were cousins. The dog show, yeah. Yeah, sometimes maybe I'm just not being fair to Camilla, but that's not going to stop me. The queen never envisioned Camilla as queen consort. Yeah, she wouldn't even meet Camilla. She met Camilla because the queen's cousin or Philip's um, grandson or whatever he is, the current reigning king of Greece, who is living in exile in the UK, had a party, and somehow there was a conspiracy to get the queen and Camilla in the same room together. And that's how they finally met. Now, of course, the queen mistook Camilla for one of her corgis. I just had to get that last one in there. Hi, Baron. I can't believe I made it to the live. So grateful that you started doing live chats. Yeah, this is fun. I don't know how I missed this for so long, except for I knew it was going to be a lot of work, and I just wasn't prepared. And I'm, I'm telling you, by this time next week, I'm going to have this down. If you look at my first live chat, I don't know if you realize this or not, but the very first live, at the beginning of it, you can hear an instructional video playing in the background when I accidentally went live, which is the same thing that happened today. Is I was watching an instructional video and I was going through the steps, and next thing I know, the comments started popping up, and I was like, okay, looks like I've done it again. But the cool thing is that I know the camera is off and that you guys are not sitting there looking at a middle-aged, over-caffeinated, chubby baby boomer leaning into his PC. That's very important that you don't see that. It's like the portrait Norman Rockwell forgot to paint. The queen was counting on days before Philip. Okay, yeah, as far as I know, the queen and Philip were living in separate households by the time he passed away. And so I'm sure, I'm sure that they still had a very strong partnership, but how close they were toward the end is a mystery. And the other mystery is they won't let us see Philip's will. Um, oh, see there? Apropos, Philip's will cannot be read in his lifetime. I wonder why. Yeah. I wonder if there's any children down there in Polynesia that have benefited from Philip's will, or those children would probably be in their 60s or 70s right now, but makes you wonder, doesn't it? Are there any Polynesian heirs to the to the Greek throne or something like that? Did you just get that or did I just read that? K Costello. Oh yeah, that was from like 15 minutes ago. I gotta speed it up. I'm like so far behind. Uh I never heard that before, Lydia. I never heard that before. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Okay. Anne had an affair with Camilla's husband. I heard that allegedly, possibly, and most likely. Hi, Vera. Let me see. When did you post this? I guess we've been on for a while. Yeah, you posted this almost 15 minutes ago. Carolyn Soares, hello. And um let me see. Ann Baker says, you could be right. I just knew it wasn't 86 million pounds, as Barron said. Wow. Boy, I tell you, they are really taking the public for a ride, aren't they? And what kind of value do they get for that money? Here in the United States and in so many other countries, we don't have a royal family to um, patron things like that. How do we ever get anything done? How do we have philanthropy without the royal family in the United States? How is that possible? Because obviously you don't really need the royal family to cut ribbons and expose those brass plaques and such. It's like superfluous. That was a big word, wasn't it? Superfluous. That is my first big word of the day. I hope I'm not being too ostentatious. That's two big words. Let's see. I tried French, not happening. Yeah, French is tough. Okay, Nellie is celebrating her 50th. Happy birthday again, Church Nellie. Yes, I heard that Queen Victoria had quite an appetite for sex and inbreeding. Yes, yes, that's all true. Although the Habsburgs seem to be the ones that cornered the market on inbreeding. The Habsburgs, I mean, they didn't go too far from the inner circle to start a family. Which is why, if you're going to get a rescue dog, do consider getting one that is a mutt, because dogs suffer health problems because of the close connections to their family. So consider getting a mutt. They are much healthier in the long run. I mean, just look at, I'm not going to do it. Oh, yes, I am. Just look at Camilla. You guys don't encourage me. Don't encourage me. Okay. Okay, you know what? I know I'm getting, like, too far behind, so let me focus here. Harry and Charles, eyes and nose. I try not to think about that, Lydia, but yes. Uh, yeah, they do when they were younger, but, yeah, I just try not to think about them, Charles and Harry, as being related. I mean, I know they are, but I just don't wanna look up one day and catch Harry looking like Charles. Oh, that would be a nightmare. What is it about that Windsor gene that just I think Harry has escaped the Windsor gene, but, William and poor Edward. What happened to Edward? Edward looks like oh, something happened to Edward. Edward, that Windsor gene really got a hold of him. Uh, yeah, B10, I think that the Crown merely whispered about something that was probably very true. So I am going to go a little faster because I want to get caught up here. Um, glad you're enjoying it. I'm grinning and grinning too. Um, yep, 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 yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Very right, very right. You guys, did I tell you that I went on board the QE2, the Royal Yacht QE2? Okay, I'm just gonna zip through here because 'cause I'm, like, too far behind, so sorry if I missed your comments. Ford Fiesta, thank you. Okay, so I'm all caught up. Yeah, K Costello, this, live mishap happens a lot, and again, my apologies to, Duchess of Success. I saw she had, actually so you guys please go and watch her video because I didn't mean to, go live so close to her. Yep, all caught up. So how long have we been on? Okay, we're gonna wrap this up in about 12 minutes, I think. That'll be 2 hours. I cannot believe the time has gone by, and that fact that there's almost 400 of you all on here right now. How many of y'all are at work right now? I mean, because here in the US, it's like the middle of the day. How many of y'all are at work? Patty, okay, bye-bye, Patty. But I said about 12 minutes, but if you gotta go sooner, you know, um, okay. Mad at Meghan. I don't think Trump cares about Meghan one way or the other. Trump doesn't care about anybody but himself. Claudia, you're at work? And you're at work too, B10? Adrienne is retired. Um, Lydia's at work and listening. Oh, it's 8:30 p.m. in the UK. Okay. Are you going to the Invictus Games? That's at The Hague, right? I don't know. I was even thinking about trying to get a ticket sooner rather than later, and then they started talking variants, so but, I think we'll be okay by that time, so I really should try to get a ticket sooner rather than later. He was up to no good. Are we speaking of Dee Dee? Dee Dee, am I looking at this right? Are you serious? Oh my god. Dee Dee. You guys, I feel really bad because I wish I was putting on a proper podcast with my notes and everything. I am just floored. Are you serious? And I'm making you laugh? Oh my god, I can't believe this. Well, thank you so much. I I am just oh, you guys, hold on a second. Okay, I have to take some deep breaths. You guys are killing me today. You know how emotional I get. You guys are too much. Way too much, and I feel like this is way more than what I deserve, but thank you so much. Oh, now I can afford some of Church Nelly's elixir, which cures just about everything, I could assure you, and you could fuel your car with it. But thank you so much. I am uh I'm at a loss for words. I'm looking at this thing and I'm just like, "What?" Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Um, Everyone who donated today, thank you so much, and everybody who's the almost 400 of you that is still on here. I It's hard for me to believe that anybody's sitting there listening to me hemming and hawing and talking about, are you guys ready for the eye rolls? Europe. I'm it's hard for me to believe that anybody would listen to me talk about Europe again and again. But yeah, thank you guys. I'm deeply honored and I'm getting very, very emotional. Thank you, Lydia. Even through the live chat, your eye roll is potentially potent. You guys, you have no idea. I spent so much money on that trip to Europe, but I was like at that midlife crisis when I just didn't care anymore. And so I just said, I got to go. I'm going to go now. And everything, I tell you, something about that trip, like many other trips that I've gone on, I felt like God was in control of everything and I couldn't put a foot wrong, honestly. And um I have taken thousands of photos and I've promised a while ago that I would share some of them and I did a few times, but I got so many more. But but yeah, thank you guys. This is very humbling. What am I missing here? Uh let's see. Yes, put it in 20-year at bank and 5-year at employment service. Oh, is this someone who retired? Dolores, is this your work history? 20 years at a bank? Wow, that's impressive. You know, people don't keep jobs that long anymore. That is very impressive. 20 years, that's as long as Kate Middleton has kept some of her clothes. Um, Let me see. What am I missing here? Retired, and if the Lord is willing to be 70 next year, celebrating my husband and I 50 years of marriage. Oh, congratulations. And so it'll be what, 50 years of marriage next year? Wow. That is amazing. That is so impressive. Let's see. Uh yeah. You know, no leaks from Montecito. No leaks from Montecito, and I'm so happy for that. I want so many blessings for the Sussexes, you have no idea. I every time something goes right for them, I feel like something is going right for me. I'm just as invested with their happiness as I am for just about anybody else. Um, because I oh I when they were forced to leave, I felt very deflated, but the fact that they are thriving makes me very happy. And do you guys remember we were on the live chat when we found out that Lily Diana was born. Do you guys remember that? That is like one of those moments that you just have to say, where were you when Lily Diana was born? And I think most of us could say we were on the live chat with Tina and Michelle. That was such a special day because we were all holding our breaths, right? We were all holding our breaths, collectively holding our breath, hoping, wishing, and praying that everything would go okay. And it did. Everything worked out. So that is the day that I won't forget. I just saw this, Winifred. Okay, just for that, did I tell you I went to Prague? Yes, I went to Prague, Winifred. Now, because of all of these, I feel like you deserve to hear about Prague. Prague is so beautiful. Prague is medieval, Art Nouveau, Art Deco, Baroque, Rococo. You can find all of that in Prague. Let's see. Yes, I love it, Joan. I love it. It's so fun. But you guys, that is a running joke in my very, very closest friends and personal life. Anytime they ask me, did I have a good time? I say, well, not really, because I didn't get a chance to bring up Europe. So, okay, I have to tell you how I build up that personal joke. Every time I talk to like one of my best friends, I always say, I don't know who brought it up or how we got on the subject, but somehow we started talking about Europe. So that is like my favorite running joke and one of my favorite topics too. Mostly because I'm a huge fan of Rick Steves and I'm so into architecture. So that's why Europe is such a big deal for me because all of the places that I had on like my bucket list I wanted to see, like York Cathedral, Westminster Abbey, all those places, I had a chance to see them. Even Cologne, I went to the cathedral in Cologne. Massive. But after you have gone to so many cathedrals, you start getting like when you close your eyes, you can still see stained glass. I mean, you don't remember what detail that you've seen where that after you go to so many cathedrals. But yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do. You didn't like Prague? They like to cheat Americans there. Yeah, Virginia, when I was in Prague, I actually stayed at a hostel. So I usually travel. I don't know if I ever told you guys this. Rarely do I stay at a hotel. Most times I take a backpack and I stay at the hostels. And I know this is going to disappoint some of you guys, but when it's time for meals, I usually have one good meal and then the rest of them is usually the fast food places. I mean, I can't help it. I'm on a budget, but I travel as cheap as possible. Hi, Baron and Squatties. The Duchess are in my prayers. So many hate is surrounding them, but with God, I am sure they will overcome. Amen to that. Amen to that. Let's see. All those years working with the aliens, just amazing. God bless you. Yeah, how we treat people in our lives, and particularly how we treat older people, is a really a big indication of the state of society. So, caring for everyone, we'll all be blessed for that. Oh, thank you. There we go. Let me see. There we go. Thank you, uniquely me. You are telling your truth, Bear. Nothing wrong with that. I love the travel. The happiest times in my life is when I'm on the road. The Nile River. Oh yeah, that would be. You know, being on the Nile and being like on one of those river boats. I bet you that is like an experience of a lifetime. I hadn't thought about that. Egypt never did shut down during the pandemic. Egypt remained open. Let's see. Yeah. Anna, I have to tell you, I think, Anna, sometimes your messages, oh, I should tell you guys this. If you use a lot of emojis, sometimes the automatic thing on the YouTube, the setting, will block your messages. So if you find that a lot of your messages don't show up, I mean, not your messages, but your comments. It's not that we're blocking them, it's that they're being removed automatically because it thinks that it's spam. And like if you use words like stupid or ugly or in particular four-letter words, those come up as, I think they see that as possible hate speech. And so when you make comments, just try to make sure, you know how I never say anything but pandemic. I never call it the disease because they had some issues with people making up stuff about the pandemic. So I only ever say pandemic because otherwise, then my video could get flagged. So yeah, when you guys are in the comments, because someone asked me very, very firmly on the Patreon why their comment didn't show up. It's not always something that is actively removed. A lot of times it's something that's removed by the automatic intelligence. So I explained this before in a couple other videos, but that is possibly what happens if your comments don't show up. Yeah, I've been meaning to say this for some time, but sometimes now I can manually go back and put your comments back in, but if I don't sweep through the comments section and see what's been held back, then I would never know it's there. So sometimes I can unblock them and put them back in, but sometimes I can't. So just so you guys know that that's what happens with the comments sometimes. Thank you, squaddies. Through all we have learned and trust in the Lord, no matter what we have gone through or will go through. Amen. Amen to that. Look up invisible. Oh, I'll put it up here. There we go. Got it? No. What happened to it? There it is. Queen Sophia Charlotte. Yes, Betty Bailey. I think we should all look that up. We should look that up. I should do another one of my history videos. I think I've only done like just one or two of them. I did something on Queen Charlotte before, but not an entire video. If you can travel anywhere in the world and do what you want to do, who cares whether you stay in a hostel? Yeah, just get me there. That's how I feel about it, patience. Just get me there. Just get me there. If I can just walk the streets and greet people, I'm happy with that. And there we go. I'm sorry about that. I had to my nose is just like running, especially with those big donations. I have to tell you guys have me very, very emotional over here. Um, okay. What did I miss up here? Let me go back to this one. The Sussexes are thriving. Charles thought he would hamstring them by cutting their financial support. One of the experts said when they first stepped back from duty, they said that the Sussexes should expect to make $1 billion in their lifetime. And I tell you, anything that they promote, if I can buy it, I will. I donated to the what is that charity? Homeboy Industry or whatever. I donated to that. I have my drink mix of the Clever Blend. So yeah, and I have a copy of the bench. Have you guys heard the bench in Spanish? Hey, how did y'all let me go over 2 hours? I just noticed that it's 2 hours and 6 minutes. How did you let me go over 2 hours? Um, we got to wrap this up, and I haven't figured out how I'm going to wrap this up yet. But it's 2 hours and 6 minutes, you all, and I'm sitting up here just talking and talking. I said like 16, 17 minutes ago that we're about to wrap this up, and nobody said anything. Let me see. Won't buy anything. Oh, let me see. I'm losing stuff here. Okay. Never bother me. Understandable. Sure. And what else did I miss? I'm missing something here. Winifred, light covers darkness. You, Baron, it is nice to go to places and explore, but I am getting uh but I am getting younger now. Well, tell me your secret if you're getting younger. Maddie, Maddie, are you just now stepping in right now? Can't type at work. Okay, Maddie, well, thanks. I'm glad you're listening. Let me see. I'm missing stuff here, right? Let's see. Moonshine is talking to worldwide birthday. Hello. Are you just getting here? We've been here for a while. Grand Canyon and Sedona. I have never been to either. I, you know, I guess I shouldn't say I'm embarrassed to say this, but I think I've probably been to more places abroad than I have in the United States. Uh, and I really need to. Well, I did go, it was a few places that I wanted to see in just the past few years. Boston, Philadelphia. I went to the Biltmore House in Asheville. Um, and I had never been to St. Louis, so I finally went there in 2019. So yeah, there's a lot of places here that I need to go. I've been to Amsterdam before. I love Amsterdam. People there are really, really nice. And also, I went to Bruges. I went to Bruges because I saw that movie. And I always had to tell people, yes, I've been to Amsterdam. No, I do not smoke. And yes, I've been to Bruges. And no, I'm not on any illegal substances. Because when you say Bruges or when you say Amsterdam, people just kind of go, uh-huh, uh-huh. But I ain't on nothing, I promise. Not even I haven't received my Church Nelly elixir yet either, so I don't even have that to fall back on. Let me see. Let's see. Don't encourage him. I'm missing stuff here. This is going kind of fast again. We're not complaining. Well, thank you, Jacqueline. Okay, if you want to hear about history of Meghan and Harry, go to Ivy. Yes, yes, Sonia, Ivy. If you guys, I hope you are subscribed to Ivy. Um, Sussex Squad UK, or is it Sussex Squad Podcast UK? If you're not subscribed to Ivy, please do. I love Ivy. Ivy is just like my favorite. Always my favorite. Hello, Ivy here. Let me see. Okay, you guys are going fast again now, and I'm missing stuff. Let's see. Yes, big fan. And someone wants to mention your travels. I asked them not to encourage you. Yes, yes, but if you do encourage me, you're going to get an earful. I do mean an earful. Every little nuance, I have to discuss it. Have you guys ever been to Bath, England? Bath? There is a mansion up on the hills in Bath. It's now a boarding school or something like that. And I saw it, and I actually I went up there, and they don't let you in the house. There's no tour or anything like that available. But that was like one of my favorite experiences in Bath, was going up to that house. But Bath is beautiful. It's like um a 350-year-old resort town, if I recall. Let's see. Elaine, you're from the UK. Okay. Worldwide connection. Yes, they do. Um, oh, thank you, Dabby. It's Sussex Global UK Podcast. Thank you, Dabby. I can never remember it when I need to say it, and when I don't need to say it, it just rolls right off my tongue. Um, but I'm just so used to saying Ivy. Ivy is just like my neighbor. It's like I step out the house and I look over and it's like, "Hello, Ivy here." Oh, Vera, thank you. I see you also mentioned it. Hello, Ivy here. It's hard to stop. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm all caught up. I think I'm all caught up. Haven't heard the Spanish version yet, but yeah, the Spanish is beautiful. I had to tell you this. I think that the Duchess of Sussex is incredibly attractive, but trust me, when you hear her speak Spanish, all of a sudden you're gonna just like, wow, that's Meghan. Hey, Meghan. When you hear her speak Spanish, it's just something inside says, "Hey, Meghan, how you doing? Want to hang out later?" I mean, it's incredible to hear her speak Spanish. Sonia Alexandra rather. Yes, Bath, you are now Jane Austen. Yeah, Jane Austen lived in Bath for a while. They rented that townhouse, I think. Did they live in that circus or in that horseshoe shaped part of the Bath? No, I know where they lived because I took the city tour. I remember the house that she lived in. Yeah, they didn't live in the circus or the other thing. They lived like I don't remember the street, but I'm sure I took a photo of it. Okay. Okay. Are you in Japan? Joan, you're in Japan right now? Wow. Are you really in Japan? I am in Japan most nights and weekends. Is that right? Am I reading that right? Lydia, I'm telling you, Megan speaking Spanish. You know how, okay, I'll put it to you like this. Um, you know how you look at this avatar and you're just like, hey, Baron. And I know this because when I look at that avatar, I'm like, hey, Baron, what you up to? Want to go bowling later? Well, when I hear Megan speak Spanish, I'm just saying, all of a suddenly, all of a suddenly, listen to me. All of a sudden, it's just like, hey, Megan, I'm telling you guys, I wish I could play it for you. Let me see if I can bring it up on my phone and play it into the speaker because I don't know how to do this, but um Megan speaking Spanish. It is so I'm not even gonna say what I think it is, but it's pretty good. I love it. But yeah, it's copyrighted, so you can't really share it, but it is something to behold. It's almost like it's another person. It's like we're cheating on Megan by listening to her speak Spanish. And I a friend of mine, his first language is Spanish, and he told me that she doesn't have an accent. It's so perfect as though it's her first language. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys, I cannot find it. But yeah, if you can find it, how do they say it in Spanish? The banca, the bench, the banco. I love it. Okay, I think did I find it here? Let me see. Oh, the bench, Espanol. Okay, let's see if I can bring it up. Come on. Nope, it's not working.
Este es tu banco, donde comienza la vida, para ti y nuestro hijo, nuestra familia querida. Este es tu banco, donde vivirás grandes alegrías. Aquí descansarás y verás crecer a nuestro hijo cada día.
Cada día.
Aprenderá a montar en bicicleta. Con orgullo lo verás. Correrá, se caerá, pero no se detendrá.
Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Oh, hey, Megan. Yes, that is so beautiful. Megan Espanol. Also, I did get it right. Thank you, B10. El Banco. Well, I don't know if I told you guys this, but I love Luis Miguel. Actually, it's just that one album that I really took a shine to. Romance. I love that album. Especially that song Mucho Corazon. I love that song. I have no idea what he's saying, but I think Mucho Corazon means much hard. Oh, Adrian, you like that? Um, my laugh is infectious. Well, I hope that's all anybody ever catches from me. No matter what anybody says. Yes, B10, it is very dramatic and very touching when you hear it in Spanish. I love it. The first time I heard it in Spanish, I let it loop and I listened to it over and over again. Cada dia, yes, every day. Okay. Let's see. I missed a few comments here. Yes, we have interpreters at the hospital, all sorts of languages, but I love to brush up on my Spanish. Anna, you work at a hospital? So no more hot flashes, huh? Which is what happens when I listen to the Duchess speak Spanish. There's a hot flash. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to see what I missed here. I only drive 4 miles. And that's to the beach only. Okay. Lorna, why you starting? Concubine Kate. Now you know that's gonna slip into one of my videos one of these days. Concubine Kate. Oh, I love that. Gosh, are we going too far today? Concubine Kate. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Oh, Lydia, I think I know who you're speaking of, right? Is that the one that I said looked like the flip side of a nickel? Is that who we're speaking about? What did I miss? We must be speaking about yes, Lady Colin Campbell. Lady Colin Campbell. Lady Colin Campbell. Yes, that's the one. Oh, she makes me so mad sometimes. Some of the things that she says is just, and one day I just took a look at her and I'm like, she looks like a nickel. She looks like Thomas Jefferson on a nickel. That same strong jaw and very pronounced brow bone. Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, the flip side of a nickel. Okay, did I miss anything else here? Well, I can't speak it, but I can definitely enjoy it. Uh huh. Yes, absolutely, Connie. I echo that. Yes, thank you very much for that, Lady Colin Campbell. That whole breathy aristocratic way she speaks really gets on my nerves. But speaking of aristocrats, is it Lady Montague? Which is the one that has yoga? She's married to, I think she's a Montague, but she's from like Wilmette, Illinois, or someplace in Illinois, and she does commentary sometime. And I've seen her defend Meghan before. Lady Montague. Um, I think her husband is the Earl of Sandwich or something like that. But she's an American, and she married into one of those families. And thank you, Claudia. Wasn't her name George or something like that? Yes, Lady Montague. Well, I had to send her a message one day, and I thanked her for defending Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, because she tried to counter Pierce Morgan one day, and he wouldn't let her get a word in edgewise. But I've seen her on documentaries where she is very, very much, uh, I guess, in Camp Sussex, which I really appreciate that about her. But you know, she's an American. She doesn't downplay her American roots, and much like Meghan, Lady Montague, she told the staff people, just call me by her first name, whatever it is. I can't remember. And people told her, no, you have to let them do that because that's what they want to do. But, as an American, she wants to work as a colleague with the people on the estate. And people are just like, no, you have to let them put on the pomp and circumstance. Okay, everything in yeah, I see some odd things. Oh wow. Anna, well, you are a hero. You are definitely a hero because I tell you that's not easy work. That is some very, very hard work, working in the ER. Lady Montague, what else? Yes, yes. She's a grifter, allegedly, possibly, considerably. A grifter. she loves to tell people that she was born into the aristocracy and that her relatives, that somehow she's descendant from Russian aristocracy. Um, if if being a descendant of a serf is makes you an aristocrat, sure, but no, the deep voice. Yes, and Meghan and Harry. Yes, and I heard. That's just how she talks, isn't it? B10. I was at a party one time, and I overheard someone who actually eavesdropped on someone, and I'm just like, shut up, you ain't heard nothing. Nobody even knows how old that thing really is. I mean, she can be anywhere between like 90 and 100 years old. I think somehow she yeah. Oh, Lady Colin Campbell, the ultimate grifter. Thank you, cookies and cream. uh, yes, okay. So Phoebe Schwartz says she is the Vice Countess of Hinchinbrook, and she is the daughter-in-law of the Earl and Countess of Sandwich, and she has a couple of her fun YouTube channels. Montague is in the family name. Yes, yes, I love her. As far as I know, she's always been very protective when it comes to the Duchess of Sussex. Hi, Gladys Favors. Okay, what am I missing here? Is Church Nelly still on the live chat with us, or has she given in to the elixir? Why do I picture her just like sleeping it off right now? I don't know why, but she can't go to sleep just yet because she's still got to celebrate her birthday. Church Nelly. I love Dr. Yeah, Dr. Shola. Shola is my hero. I love her. I love her. She took down the giant. I love her for that. I will never forget Dr. Shola taking down Pierce Morgan. That was like one of the best days since Christmas. Oh, is that doctor? What am I saying? That's what the nickel, the flip side of the nickel. She said that about Harry and Meghan. Yeah, Dr. Shola, she is highly educated. She's a gifted orator. She's everything. Dr. Shola is everything. Yeah, had him on his knees. The way I see it is that, usually it's the lioness takes down the prey, and of course the lion, of the pride, comes in, or should I say the male lion comes in and gives it the kill shot. But this time it was like the lion actually took down the prey, and then the lioness came in and finished him off. Because let's not forget, um, Alex Beresford really cut him down at his knees. I mean, Alex like tripped him, and then Dr. Scholler finished him off, figuratively speaking, of course. So yeah, that was a good day. Okay. uh, um, what did I just walk in on? Why? Why the hell would people stick things up their behinds like that? What did I just miss? Church Nelly. Do I have to go back and figure this out, or are you just gonna tell me? Because this is not that kind of a live chat, whatever's going on. Fatal, yes, I am doing well, thank you. Yeah, I am enjoying a sense of community today like never before. Although I can't figure out exactly what this is about, but and for and you know what? Why don't we just skip past that one because I'm not sure. Yeah, from what I read in that article, it said that she was she had to take the hormones, and then when she turned 18, she decided, I think I want a title. And so she stopped taking them, and she really transformed herself, and now she's the double-headed nickel that we see every day on YouTube. Uh-huh. Let me see. I only like Colin. Well, that's on you. Let me see. Not sure I get that one, but okay. Lady Colin Campbell looks like she's from the prehistoric era. I could imagine her clubbing like small prey and then like ripping the fur off of it. I could see her doing that. Church Nelly is still right here. Okay. B10, thank you so much for joining us. Love you. And love all the baronets. Yeah, we love you, B10. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a very successful and prosperous day. And Dora O'Keely, did I say that right? What a beautiful name. Raven, have you just gotten here? Because I don't remember seeing your name. Anyway, it's good to see you. Church Nelly is still on, Baron. Lydia, you only wrote that halfway. It should be Church Nelly is still on, but just barely. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Church Nelly is still on, but just barely. Okay. Let's see. Who am I missing here? Do you think now see, you are going to an area which I only thought about and I decided not to speak it out loud, but that is very interesting to think of. Do you think that she speaks Spanish to Harry? I'll put it to you like this. If she's not speaking Spanish to him on occasion, then I think that he's being shortchanged. I think that he deserves to hear her speak Spanish, even if she just reads the phone book. I think he deserves that because he's been a good boy. Okay. That's all I'll say about that. Okay, Lady Colin Campbell has a YouTube channel focusing on Harry and Meghan. In one video, she said that Black Americans are against Meghan and in favor of the royal family. As if Lady Colin Campbell, I told you she's a grifter. Lady Colin Campbell is the ultimate opportunist, possibly, considerably, allegedly. Uh, the doctor can put him in his place. Okay. Uh, let's see. Church Nelly. Are we drunk enough yet? Okay, let me see. Yes, once again, everybody, we have to wish Church Nelly a happy birthday. I saw Dr. Scholler take down Pierce. Oh, that was an epic day. Yeah, she just has to speak Spanish to Harry. I want that for Harry. I want Harry to hear that. Oh, let's not ponder on that any further because it just leaves so much to the imagination. And I don't want to go there. Let's see. Lady Colin Campbell is a waste of energy. Yes, she is. She is a waste of space and so many other things. Yeah, Alex, I love Alex Beresford. Alex wears my shirt Beresford. I mean, if you ever like Google him, only about maybe 15% of his photos is he wearing a shirt. Alex wears my shirt Beresford. That's what I call him. Alex, has anybody seen my shirt Beresford? But if I was him, I would walk around like that all the time too. Let's see. Sending it through my phone. That is going to take out the entire communication system. Keep your elixir away from phones. Keep it away from your eyes or your nose or anything like that because that is some powerful juice. Um, yeah. Oh, you know what, guys? I did a hashtag um Sussex squad. No, not Sussex squad. A hashtag Harry and Meghan. And the thumbnails that came up were awful. Those thumbnails, just the thumbnails. You don't Please don't even click on them, but just the thumbnails where they manipulate their images or make the red eyes or the things that they do to people. I mean, I know I have a black belt in making memes and thumbnails, which by the way, you guys, I most of my thumbnails I make them myself. Um yeah, that was the day. This will be nice for Harry to learn a second language. The other European royals speak multiple languages. Yeah, did you guys know that the Queen speaks fluent French? But as you guys know that in most royal households of England, it was considered necessary to speak French as a second language until until the Hanovers showed up, and then German became the second language, or for some, first language, and English was second, and then eventually. But yeah, Prince Charles, I think he's fluent with German. But it only seems logical because I was gonna make a Camilla joke, but that one was in too bad a taste. But it has something to do with German. But I'm live, so I can't say it. But let me just say this: he looks like he's married to someone from Hogan's Heroes. Uh, yes, they are jealous. I'm getting behind here. I would say I'm a little behind, but anytime I say I'm a little behind, that sounds redundant. A little behind. Okay, I'm getting punchy. It's time for me to get off of this thing. I am getting really punchy, and my jokes are getting weird. Okay, Monroe Taylor. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure. Thank you for such a funny, wonderful podcast. Well, thank you for being here, Connie, all the way from Switzerland, right? I'm so jealous. I am sure you have seen Tina Turner, haven't you? Because Switzerland, I just kind of think of Switzerland of being like a small town, even though I know there's a lot of people there. But it just seems like when you're in Switzerland, that you kind of get to know a lot of people, and everybody just loves each other in Switzerland. That's how I picture it. Otherwise, why would Tina Turner move there? Tina Turner said Switzerland. She just loved the way she was accepted in Switzerland, so she made it her home. The Marchioness of Bath, Emma Tyne, has not spoken out about her own experiences. Oh, Emma, yes, she lives in Longleaf, right? Longleaf, Emma. And I think her father was Nigerian, is that right? She's beautiful. But yeah, you're right. She never speaks out about anything. I've never heard her take a real stand on something. Her husband is the Earl of Sandwich. Yes, the sandwich. Oh, I'm getting hungry now, Conda. I'm getting hungry. Um, let's see. Okay, we're gonna get caught up, and then I really need to close this out. Um, yeah. Don't worry about it. I made a mistake just yesterday when I was trying to communicate with someone in the comments, and I apologize for that early on. Um, Let me see. Well, thank you, Fatal, and I hope I'm saying your name right. Latanya, people don't know what the phone book is. Yeah, remember when we used to remember like 30, 40 different phone numbers right off the top of our heads? And now we have to remember passwords. Who's calling him light skinned Harry? I haven't heard that. Um, 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 that fossil can kick rocks. Was married for a year. Well, yeah, she was married for a year, but I think the wedding night is when the confession came out. And then after that, they were separated. And it took about a year for them to divorce. So she was married for a year, but I don't know that they ever consummated their marriage. But don't quote me on that because I'm not sure. But allegedly, they never consummated their marriage, but they were married for a short time. There is one video, or was it an interview, where her ex husband spoke out about the marriage and he explained that he was duped, allegedly, and that his brother made a big fuss about it. But anyway, Lady Colin Campbell is said to have made this assertion that she's related to the Queen, and her ex husband said, I don't know how that's possible. He said, if I'm not related to the Queen, how is it possible that she could be related to the Queen? So, yeah, Lady Colin Campbell uh, got a title for a while. And I don't know if she gets to keep that title or if she even had a title in the first place, but um, she just wants people to call her Lady C. I call her Earl. Yeah, well, I think Afro Annie looks better. I mean, in that dog fight, in that dog kennel show, I'm gonna say Afro Annie looks better. Let's see, getting caught up here. I'll just go for the biggest target. There we go. The black community are the ones who secured Prince Harry and Meghan. You got that right. You are totally right about that. That is so right. And do you remember at the homeboy kitchen when one of the people that was working in the kitchen that day when Meghan and Harry was there? This one guy, he said in his very, very strong East LA accent when they had approached him and they asked him, they said, "Well, what was it like working with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and stuff?" And he goes, "Wait a minute, aren't you the paparazzi? You're the ones that messed up Harry's mother. I'm not talking to you. Do you guys remember that?" He said something about you're the ones that did something to Harry's mother. I'm not talking to you. So this guy probably didn't know much about anything, but he knew the difference between the paparazzi and the idea of talking to them after being around Meghan and Harry. I will never forget that. And I just thought, people have more love and respect for the Sussexes than they could ever calculate overseas. Either that or people in Narnia seem to, well, not people, but the haters, the tabloid press and the Lady C's of the world, they would want to believe that the Sussexes are in for such a hard time over here. We love, cherish, and honor. We respect a self-made person. That the idea that you inherited something here doesn't mean a whole lot. That you worked hard and pulled yourself up to the very top, that's golden. That's the crown jewels over here. You cannot put a price on it. Yes, the Windsors changed their last name. They were the Colburn Gotha something. Yes, the they had a very complicated name and they changed it because they didn't want to seem too German at that time. Um, Let me see. You don't have to make Camilla jokes. She's a joke within herself. Cookies and cream. You're on fire today. Have you been in the Nelly juice? Have you been sampling off of Nelly's elixir? Don't want to see double. uh, okay. What am I missing here? Truly loved in the squad. Yes, you are, Church Nelly. Truly loved. Uh, remember the phone booth? Of course, I remember the phone booth. Um, you write your passwords in a small notebook. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. It's the only way that you can keep up with them. Is other well, um, I try to use the same passwords over and over again, and just about everybody in my family knows my debit card number. Yes, the black community, Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, and I tell you, when the Sussexes were in New York, did you see that one black security guard? The lady, she was like leaning over, and even though there was no sound to the video, you could just see in her face. She said, "Go on, girl," when the Duchess of Sussex went by. I mean, yeah, try to that type of um divide, separate and conquer mentality that disappeared with the days of colonization. No, I'm sorry, that doesn't work with the Sussexes, and especially with Harry. Harry, I don't even have to say what Harry is to a lot of people, but for those of you who live in the UK or live in Europe or something like that, when Princess Diana passed away, it was not officially a day of mourning, but we took it really hard here in the US. One of my best friends, her grandmother, who is almost more Catholic than the Pope. Her grandmother has, over the years, maintained a shrine in the backyard. She lit candles, she cried, she sobbed for Princess Diana, a woman who never met her, only ever seen her in magazines and on television. And there were a lot of people who held a very, very warm spot in their hearts for her. And I think people underestimate that. And so the idea that Prince Harry would have a community already established here, that goes without saying. We love Prince Harry. So good luck with that, royal rodents, but it's not going to work. And that goes for George Collins or Carl, whatever her name is, Collins. Nick Cannon, Vivica Fox. Yes, I saw that where they. Yes, I think I saw that where they call him light skinned Harry. Okay, you guys. Now I said this an hour ago. It is 2 hours and 52 minutes. So we're gonna wrap this up again, and you guys are not gonna let me drift over because I am having the time of my life here, but you guys are not going to let me drift over. I have my eye in the corner of the screen, so I know that it's almost 3 hours. Let me see. Um, right now, I'm in Oz. Right now, I'm in Oz and skipping down the yellow brick road. Okay, Church Nelly. We'll wake you up in a couple of days. Uh, Plenty of people in the UK support the Sussex family. I know they do. I know they do. And please, sometimes when you listen to a podcast or something like that, and not just myself, but all of us that sometimes make it seem like we're blaming everybody, is just a slip of the tongue. Is And the same goes for Australia. I know that there are people that are still squatties in Australia or just love the Sussexes in Australia. And because of the media, sometimes it seems like is everybody and not just that minority of people. But yeah, we get it. It's just sometimes we eh, say the wrong words or make it seem as though it's we're blaming everybody, but that's not the case. Um, let's see. Yes, Elaine, absolutely. I remember the guy from Homeboy. Oh, you do you, Veronica? Veronica Quick. Yes. That guy, yeah, he was amazing. What a lovely person he is. Took the day off from work? Nice. Is that okay? I mean, did you just like spontaneously do that? You're not feeling under the weather or anything, I hope. Just decided to have a me day. Good for you. Well, thank you, Lydia, for your constant support. Remember, I told you Wednesday we'd probably do a practice run. I guess this is it. So by Wednesday, I want to be able to, um, you know, add photos and write out some talking points and everything, so I could be more polished and professional. You know, more prepared for it. Let's see. Um, yes, we love Diana. You know, during the funeral, I tell you, I was doing okay until I saw Harry's note. When I saw Harry's note that said, "Mummy," that's when I lost it. That was when I lost it, is when I saw Harry's note. That destroyed me that day. I was out, um, I think I was out clubbing it that night, if I remember. But I was out late and I came home, and one of my friends called me and I answered the phone. I'm like, "Yeah, what's going on?" and she was wailing, wailing into the phone. They killed her. They killed her. I said, killed who? And it was just like I felt like I was dreaming. I felt like I was dreaming. Yeah, and I don't want to bring down the mood by saying that, but that's exactly how I remembered it. Is just someone calling me, and of course, this was what 1997, and I answered the phone, and next thing you know, I'm hearing someone screaming and wailing into the phone, and it was like after that, it felt like a dream. I just couldn't believe it to be true. Oh, referring to the other royal houses of Europe, not that family. Yeah, I know. I was just making conversation. But then again, most Europeans do speak a second language, or at least um, can convey their thoughts like shopping or something like that. Yeah, I would say conversation. I mean, most people in Europe, that's one of the advantages that the people of Europe have, is that most Americans do not speak a second language, although more and more Americans are speaking Spanish just because. I mean, um, we learn a little Spanish in certain urban areas because, like as kids, some of the kids nowadays, when you're growing up, you're in between an English speaking and Spanish speaking household. So that's one way people pick up on some of the language. Let's see. Yes, Baron, I may have missed it, but what time Sunday live? We haven't established that. I was thinking maybe 3 p.m. Eastern. Um, I haven't figured that out yet because I think I don't want to go on when hello, Ivy here. I definitely don't want to interfere with Ivy. I mean, I don't want to interfere with anybody. So yeah, I'm just going to um that'll be your project, Lydia, if you don't mind. I'll let you work that out. And then I'll just try to show up and be prepared. Is that okay? Me be prepared. That sounds so odd to hear that in the same sentence. Okay. Was the video real when the student asked about Harry and Meghan and she made that face? I mean, it sounds real to me. And the reason why I think it was likely real is because it was barely audible. Anyway, it was barely audible. And if you were going to do something sneaky or suspicious, I think you would have made the sound a little louder. So it seemed like it was real to me. Lynn, you just joined the chat? How'd you get here so late? Who are you, me? You have just pulled a Baron. Congratulations. Oh, you guys. Nobody said anything. I just looked up in the corner. It's 2 hours and 59 minutes and 45 seconds. Nobody for telling me. Let me see. I'm gonna go one more quick round through these comments because I'm missing a bunch of stuff. And Lynn, welcome. Even though we're about to get out of here, we're about to make like a banana and split. We're gonna make like a tree and leave. We're gonna make like an egg and beat it. Although every time I do that, when I say make like an egg, people say scram. No, we're not gonna scram, it's scramble. No, when you make like an egg, you beat it, not scramble. Who scrambles? Like, oh, I got to scramble out of here. Uh, did you see the I? Oh, I'm sorry, I just read that one, didn't I? I did see that though. Oh no, I didn't read this one. Did you see the eye roll that Kate gave when? Yes, yes, but Kate has those weird facial tics, so I'm not sure that she can help it. She always makes a lot of faces, which to me is the making of a meme. So I love it. I love Kate faces. Kate's weird, very unusual tick is like one of my favorite things. Like that comedian, what's his name? The one that was on Living Color. Uh, from the movie Mask. I can't believe I can't remember his name. Okay, you guys. So it's been 3 hours. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for the generous donations I have received, which were totally unexpected, like the fact that we've been at this for 3 hours. And thank you, moderators, Church, Nellie, Lydia, and I don't think there were any other moderators here today. But yeah, thank you, Mod Squad. And thank you, Cookies and Cream, Lynn, Church, Nellie, Lydia, Ann Baker, Monroe Taylor, Elaine Parker, Jacqueline, Squash, and Lucy Wynn, Terry H, Connie Balmer, Mary, Ak, oh, ooh, Akpabio, okay, and Tekla Matambo, Mary Cat, um, oh boy, I tell you my mind. Okay, Lynn. I told you I'm getting kind of loopy. I got to get off this thing. Um, Max One, Helen Stevens. Helen, I didn't even notice you were here. Did I see your name earlier? I don't remember. Hi, Helen. Because I always say it like Louise Jefferson. Hi, Helen. George. Let me see. Yes, I'm getting loopy, you guys. I got to go eat something. So thank you so much, everybody. HRH. Yes, HRH. Okay, so we're out of here. Thank you so much. Sunday we're going to do this again, and Sunday I hope I'm better prepared than I was Wednesday, or what was it, last Sunday? Yeah, I hope I'm better prepared. So thank you very much, everyone. And for those of you that are at work, I feel so honored that you are making me a part of your workday, and it's an honor that I can keep you company, I hope. And yes, okay. So yeah, getting weird. Gotta go. Thank you. Love you all. Thanks.